Welcome to the Grand Theft Auto Crime Simulator mod. This mod is separated into many modules, allowing the user to customize the experience to their liking. Currently there are 11 modules, which are HUD. This module simply displays the custom HUD, created by me, with a Gothic design. I chose this type of design because I want the mod to feel like a serious and realistic simulation, and nothing speaks more seriousness than a Gothic design. The HUD now includes information about your movement speed, your wanted profile and notoriety, your fatigue level and the fuel present in your car. There is a INI file included which allows to modify colors for all the elements and even hide the background Gothic design if you don't like it. Gang. This is probably the biggest and most complex module, as it introduces a deep gang relation system that is not present in the vanilla game. Gangs now have a respect level towards each other. If a gang, let's say Grove, attacks another gang, like the Ballas, respect from the Ballas towards the Grove will decrease until it reaches maximum hatred. When this happens, the Ballas can initiate a retaliation and attack the Grove. However, enemies of the Ballas will increase their respect towards the Grove and aid them in any incursion. Allies of the Ballas will also decrease their respect towards the Grove and assist the Ballas. This works for all gangs, and also for the police. If you hurt policemen, then the police will increase its hatred towards you, and start getting more aggressive when they see you. Same goes for all gangs. Everything works under the hood and there is no visual indication of the respect levels for each relation, which makes for a very immersive experience when you see the gangs retaliating and trying to send a message. As of now, the gang wars have not been revamped and there's still the vanilla system in place. Wanted. Completely new and revamped wanted system. This one is also kinda big. As you commit crimes, your notoriety increases. If you have a high notoriety, people can start recognizing you from the news, and might call the police. You can wear masks and balaclava to commit crimes and not get recognized. However, change your clothes as well, because some smartass might recognize you from your clothing. When committing a crime, notoriety will only increase if there is at least one witness, otherwise, you will remain hidden. After a police chase, and a successful runaway, your wanted level will be 0, but your wanted profile will remain high, the same as your maximum wanted level during the chase. When someone recognizes you and calls the cops, the chase will continue. Notoriety decreases very slowly and the cops will keep searching for you for a while, depending on the severity of your crimes. Notoriety can go from 0, up to 6,000, the time it takes is relative to that in days. A notoriety of 6,000 will take 120 days to completely go away. The time is based on movies and TV shows where the cops keep investigating a crime for some time before filing the process and never touching it again. Weapon. New weapon selection and interaction system. You can now select weapons via the numbers on the top of the keyboard like in FPS games such as Call of Duty. Each number represents a slot in your inventory. Weapon pickups are now manual, meaning you won't automatically pick up a weapon you come in contact with. Instead, you have to approach it and press Action, Default tab, to pick it up. Picking up a weapon of same category will not destroy the one you have. Instead, your character will drop their current weapon on the ground, and pick up the new one. When for example, switching between AK-47 and M4. Beyond the number keys, there is also the ability to holster and draw current weapon. By pressing Q, your character will put away their weapon, press it again to draw it again. This makes it easy to rob a store in a flash, just draw and point. You can also drop your current weapon, by pressing T. Notice there is no heavy weapon category, that's because you can't carry the heavy weapons with you, they're just too heavy. Instead, when picking up a heavy weapon, you can fire it and move with it in your hands, but upon switching to another weapon, your character will drop the heavy weapon on the ground to free their hands. When selecting throwables, if you happen to have satchel charges, pressing again will toggle between satchels and detonator. Fatigue. This mod adds an advanced fatigue system. The more you stay awake, the more your fatigue will increase and eventually you will have to sleep. Having a high fatigue will slow your movements, compromise your aim, and you have a chance of dozing off anytime you're idle. You can sleep on a variety of surfaces, including beds, couches, benches, tables. Sleeping outside at night can be dangerous and you might get robbed. To sleep on a surface, simply approach it and press Action, Default tab. Your character will then lie on it and sleep as much as needed to regain full strength. Walk speed. This module modifies walking, running, and sprinting mechanics. Now they're controlled by the mouse wheel. Scrolling up will increase your movement speed. Scrolling down will decrease your movement speed. There are 5 walking speeds, from slow to fast. The 6th level is running. Whilst running, you can scroll your mouse upwards really fast to start sprinting, scroll back down to stop sprinting. By default, the script records 5 successive scrolls within a certain time limit. If all of them happen in rapid succession, then sprint is activated. Fuel. This mod adds a fuel system to the game. Every vehicle you take will have a certain amount of fuel. Its consumption is roughly 1 liter per second, varying with engine load, RPM and acceleration. Upon emptying the tank, your car won't turn on until you put some gas in it. Refueling is as straightforward as it can get. Approach a gas pump, press Action, Default tab, to pick up the nozzle. Approach your car and hold Action, Default tab, to pour gas into the tank. The cost will be displayed on screen. As you let gas flow, it increases. When finished, approach the gas pump and press Action, Default tab, again to return the nozzle and pay the bill. Remember, always turn your engine off when refueling to avoid unwanted accidents. Entry. This mod disables all NX entrance and exit markers to make a more appealing and immersive experience. To enter or exit a building, approach the door and press Action, Default tab. The experience is similar to RPG games such as Fallout and Skyrim. Engine. This mod adds controls for toggling vehicle engine and headlights. I decided to make my own because all the mods that I tried did not have what I wanted, or had bugs and didn't work right. Currently there is only one issue with it. Sometimes when you steal a car from the passenger side, the driver will turn the engine off when exiting the car. Controls are as follow. I. Toggle engine, you need to turn the engine on when stealing a parked car. L. Toggle headlights, you will need to turn them on manually at night. Headlights go off with the engine automatically. Save anywhere. It allows to save anywhere, except during missions. By pressing F6, the save screen will be brought up and you will be allowed to save the game. This one has many advantages over other similar mods. Mainly, it does not use a custom thread to save the game. Instead, the game is saved from the main SCM thread. This completely removes every bug related to forcing a save game. There is a INI file with the option to remove the vanilla pickups. This makes for a much cleaner look inside houses and also makes more sense. Crouch Strafe. This mod replaces rolling with crouched strafe. Now you can peek behind corners while under cover and receive much less fire.